Everybody always talks about Apple and Meta and Google as some of the best tech stocks of our generation or best growth stocks. But okay, that's old news. How do we find what's coming down the pipeline next? I'm going to show you my method. This is mine. I've been making these kind of videos on TikTok for 6 years. I've never seen anyone else use this strategy. So if they say that they have, they're lying and it was me first. I'm just kidding. I don't really care. This is my kind of like little hack to find stocks. You can use this for anything. And today we're going to use it to find potentially the next big thing in stocks. And look, I get it. This is a long video, but the knowledge that I'm going to pass on to you is huge. So if you can't watch a 5-minute video right now, make sure you save this video and come back and watch it later when you've got a little bit more time. So the first thing I'm going to look at is small cap stocks. Small cap stocks are defined by their market cap and this market capitalization. And this is usually companies that have a market cap between 300 million and $2 billion. That's the definition of a small cap company. And the easiest way to find these companies, in my opinion, is to cherry pick small cap ETF's top 10 holdings. Now, what I have here is a list of small cap ETFs and some tech and growth focused small cap ETFs. The easiest way to find these ETFs is to just Google small cap ETFs or small cap tech ETFs, and then you get your list. Next, I'm going to go on a website like Seeking Alpha, and I'm going to walk you through this process. So the first one on my list was IWO. And you're just going to go right here to holdings, scroll down a little bit, and there you have the top 3 holdings. What I'm doing here is looking for overlap. Do any of these 5 funds all hold the same stock in their portfolio or several of the same stocks? Notice with SlyG and PSCT, their top 3 were identical. So I also took their top 6 to look at the next 3 on the list. All we do is look for overlap. Look at this. TTMI, TTMI, TTMI. I see IDCC here. I see IDCC somewhere else. I see it right here. I also look for names that I maybe already know. And what do you know? SoFi, which I actually already invest in that one. I'm going to do a little bit of work. All I did was I underlined all the overlap, and in red are the companies that I know, Brinker and SoFi. Brinker International might not sound familiar to you, but if you know Chili's or Maggiano's, then that's the company that owns those restaurants. By the way, another strategy here is, instead of looking for overlap and what do they all have in common, is to look at their largest holding, which is always going to be the fund's first holding. And you've got the list here of BE, INSM, TTMI. You see that continues a lot. And you could research the largest holdings instead of what we're going to do. So that's just another option. Now, because I'm looking for the next small company that's having big growth, I want to narrow this list down a little bit more by finding companies that have 20% or more in revenue growth. And I'm going to show you how to do that math to find out if your company has 20% annual revenue increases or not. So all you do is you take the new revenue minus the old revenue, and you take that number and you divide it by the old revenue, multiply it by 100, and you get your percentage. So I'm using Seeking Alpha to do this, and we're just going to look at Brinker here for an example. You go to their homepage, you scroll down quite a ways, and you find their annual revenue. So we're going to take 2024's revenue and 2025's revenue, 4.42 billion and 5.38 billion. So we take 5.38, which is 2025's revenue, subtract that by 4.42, which is 2024's revenue, we get 0.96. Then we have to divide it by the old revenue. So you take 0.96, you divide it by 4.42, and you get this number. So this is the whole number, which you then multiply by 100, and you get 21.7. So look at that. Brinker meets our qualification of year-over-year revenue of more than 20%, 21.7. Once you've done that with all the companies on your list, anything that has dramatically under 20%, like if it's like 19.7, you're good. If it's 18, you're good. You know what I mean? Don't be so literal there, but do that work. And then once you've done that, you're going to go right here. This is my website. You're going to click on the menu right here, and you're going to look for the fundamental analysis template that's right here. You're going to click on it. You're going to go over here, and you're going to scroll down to where there is a fillable template. You can click on it here. This is the fillable template, but this is what it looks like. And you're going to fill out all of this. If you say, oh, dude, I don't know how to do that, don't worry. There are videos right here that explain it. Fill it out for all the companies that meet the criteria that you're looking for: small cap, high revenue increases. You fill out the template, you get a deeper dive on the company's fundamentals, maybe you read some analyst reviews. And remember, because these are high risk stocks, because they're new and they're small, we want to exercise risk management, which means not putting in more than whatever you're comfortable losing, which generally would be no more than 1 to 5% of your money into these stocks until things change and they become potentially more lucrative, more stable. They pay down their debts, they expand, they have more revenue, whatever. You get the idea. Thanks for watching. Hope that helped. See you later.